What is up, everyone? Welcome to a special edition of the CE Sports Show, NFL and NCAA recap reaction. Whew. What's up, Steve? How you doing, man?
Oh man, dude, what a crazy game! I never seen this in my life. College and NFL on the same day. Jesus Christ, I didn't know what to do. I think the Buffalo game was kind of trash, so I focused on my Notre Dame getting embarrassed. But yeah, that those games that night were interesting. The Florida, Alabama, and then even the Packers, Carolina game was interesting. I thought it was going to be a blowout, but Panthers played hard. They ended up losing, but they played hard, man. It was a good day, interesting day of football on a Saturday, man. Interesting day.
Nah, dude, it was, man. Like you mentioned, you hit all the key points, bro. We can start off in NFL a little bit. We're gonna get into the college though. Like you mentioned though, that Green Bay game, man. I watched this game more than the college games because Green Bay kind of hit a wall, right? They hit that 21-point lead and they hit a wall and they just could not move the ball.
They only scored three more points after that shit. It was crazy.
You got some comments in the chat. So you welcome in Mr. Gaming Show.
BJ Gaming, BJ, NASCAR. What's up, guys? Welcome. Boomer Sooner. Hey, congratulations, RQ3. Yeah, they beat Iowa State, even though Iowa State was number 6 and Oklahoma was number 10. They got the W. But yeah, man, a lot of shit tonight. Like I said, I never seen this shit in my life. College and NFL on the same day. Jesus Christ. But it was really good.
Yeah, dude. The Buffalo game in the morning, it was kind of overkill, right? But we're gonna get into that one. Real quickly though, on this Packers and Panthers game, so I watched this game more than the other games. Okay. So, shit, I think the thing might be a little bit jacked up. So I think we're gonna start with the Buffalo Bills game, actually.
All right. Which was 40-19, a fucking blowout.
Yeah, Sleeping Angels. He's done with college football. Okay.
Yeah, we were complete no-show. We literally scored 3 points, and then we got outscored 31-0, and then 34-10. It was embarrassing. Same old shit, man. Every year, dick tease. We go undefeated, or we lose one game, and then we lose in the championship. What a dick tease, man. What up, man? How you doing? It was embarrassing, man. We were terrible. We got off to a 3-0 lead, and then after that, we missed a field goal, and then they scored 31 unanswered points, ended up losing 34-10. Sucks more ass, and Tiger was running to the Bears. And then our coach said, we're a top 4 team. Shut the fuck up, dude. You just got blown out by one of the top 4 teams in the country, 34-10. Terrible.
Yeah, dude. Kelly, man, he was talking all that shit, right?
Yeah, he's like, I still believe we're a playoff team. I'm like, dude, you just got destroyed 34-10. You gave up 31 unanswered. What? Shut up. It was kind of embarrassing what Coach Kelly said after the game.
I think in those kind of games is when you realize like the scouting and the recruiting, right? Clemson has future NFL first round draft picks on the offensive line.
Yeah.
And they just pushed them, they just set them the holes, bro, just massive holes, running lanes for those guys.
Yeah, Notre Dame always loses versus these big
it's kind of like it's okay because the recruiting, right? I mean, Clemson, and they get the top recruits, bro. They get the blue chips. They get the best of the best. So if you're Notre Dame, I guess Kelly has to think that way, because of his program. He's got to keep the lineage. But college football fans kind of saw this. This might end a little bit ugly, right?
I think Coach Kelly, he should low-key consider maybe going to Texas because I think he's a good coach. And I think he could get better players if he would because I don't know. I feel like college football, the most talented is in the South, and Notre Dame is all the way up in Indiana. So I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Tom Herman gets fired, if he takes a Texas job. I wouldn't be surprised because I think he's a good coach. He just cannot recruit this. If he wants to beat Nick Saban and Dabo Swinney or Ryan Day in Ohio State, he might have to switch over to a school like Texas where he could recruit. I think a lot of kids don't want to be in the cold in Indiana. So I think it would be helpful if maybe he goes to somewhere like Texas.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, you're in the SEC. You're in beautiful freaking campuses. You have girls lined up around the block, bro. All these blondies, And if you're Notre Dame, you got to deal with school.
Indiana, the cold weather. Yeah.
I mean, Notre Dame's also a tough college, dude. You know, a lot of academics out there. You know, you got to
Yeah,
keep a certain
they
GPA.
demand a lot of the. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think a lot of people like rather go to fucking Clemson or Alabama or Ohio State. Like that's what I'm saying. I think if Coach Kelly, he might just
I
say,
would go to Clemson all day long, dude. If I
dude, exactly. If I had the talent, I would just go to Alabama or fucking Clemson because I would go to Clemson. That seems like either Clemson or Ohio State. But yeah, dude, it's like fucking yeah. I think I would not be surprised. I don't think he's gonna go to the NFL because he has all the power in Notre Dame. But if he gets the same power that he has in Notre Dame in Texas, I can see him going to Texas because I think he has a better chance to compete and get better players to recruit down in Texas than he would in just because of the the location up in north in the middle of nowhere, Indiana, compared to Texas, the heart of Texas. So yeah, but we'll see what happens.
We'll see, though. We'll see, man.
We'll see.
Moving right along, though, with this Bills game, dude, how impressive was this team? They completely mopped the floor with the Broncos today, dude. I was kind of a little bit disappointed with McDermott because he kept the foot on the gas pedal all throughout the game, and at the end, Josh Allen got a little bit banged up, right? It's because Buffalo, they score quick and they score a lot. They don't really control the ball, right? They don't really run the ball that well. They score points and they don't stop scoring. And I think McDermott had like a kind of a messed up game plan at the end of the game where he should have sat on the ball and run the clock out. Because he was playing the game like if it was, back and forth, and then the Broncos, I mean, they were done, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Allen was fantastic, though. I mean, 28 out of 40, 359 yards, 2 touchdowns, QBR of 98.
Yeah.
He played really good. I think they might just be starting. They still don't know how to win. I think dominate fashion. They're still trying to learn. I think maybe in the future they'll be like, okay, let's take our foot off the gas pedal. I think that could be the problem with this team that they're still learning how to be a dominant team, and so maybe they just keep scoring because they don't know how to slowly take the foot off the gas pedal.
That's a great point, bro. I didn't even think about that, man. That's a good one. I mean,
they're still young coach, young quarterback. They're still learning how to be successful.
I mean, you're right, bro. I mean, this team stepped on the gas pedal all the way in the game. It was a fourth quarter, bro, and this team was still trying to move the ball down the field and put up stats and put up numbers.
Scored a touchdown when what's his face? That other quarterback came in, AJ Macron, whatever the hell his name is.
Midwest?
And they gave the ball, I think, Devin Singletary, and he ended up taking it to the house 51 yards. I think Denver just gave up, or they thought they were going to take an AJ Macron, I think was the quarterback. I don't know, boy. They were going to take a knee, I guess, or something. And fucking Devin Singletary scored a 51-yard touchdown. Jesus Christ.
Right. And then, I mean, the refs, they try to help Denver a lot in this game, right? Those goal line stances, bro, they probably scored 9 touchdowns this game, the Bills, and they probably called back 3 or 4 touchdowns in this one, right?
Yeah, dude, I'm surprised Vic Fangio. This defense is terrible.
Midwest.
For a Vic Fangio team, defense, they were horrendous. Gave up 359 yards, 48 points. Gave up.
I mean, I think we have to give a lot of credit, though, to the Buffalo Bills. Because, bro, they are that team this year. I think you made a point that there was your sleeper team for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Bro, they might get to the Final Four. I don't see any team in the AFC knocking them off, except maybe, obviously, the most obvious one, right?
Yeah. And again, Stephon Diggs, man, nobody can seem to cover this guy. 11 catches, 147 yards. Nobody can guard or cover Stephon Diggs, man. The last 2 weeks, at least, he's been fucking uncoverable. He was working tonight.
And he's healthy. That's a mess. Yep. I mean, he's getting so much workload. I mean, we saw with the Vikings, he would get a little bit banged up in these games, but with the Bills, dude, I mean, he's just plowing through all these numbers, all these stats, and he's not a big guy. He's a small, little, quick receiver.
Yeah, he's killing it this year, man. And obviously, I think Josh Allen is a better quarterback than Kirk Cousins, so that seems to help as well.
Yeah, definitely. You got a lot of comments for in the chat, Mr. C. Sports.
Let me see. Notre Dame. Hold on, guys. Notre Dame should be in. You should. Yeah, let me highlight the comments. It's easier.
Yeah, go for it.
You should be in the hunt for a national championship every year. I don't know what the hell is wrong with us. I'm sick of it. We can compete with anybody except Ohio State, Alabama, and Clemson. That's our problem. But anybody else we can compete with. But it's those 3 schools. And I don't think we can compete them because of the recruitment, man. I'm telling you, they rather play in Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State. Then nobody wants to live in Indiana, cold weather. They're very demanding with the fucking schoolwork.
Hell,
Yeah, man. Dude, Midwest. We were a no-show tonight. We were a complete no-show. Good win on Thursday night. For who? The Chargers? Yeah. Notre Dame smelled like a sunk tonight. They were trash tonight, man. 3-0 and then give up 31 unanswered and ended up losing 31-34. That was terrible, man. Terrible. Let me see here. Holy for holies, what a wild day in sports. And now, hey, man, we actually have a boxing fight. Mr. Canelo's fighting tonight. I don't know if he already won or not, but whatever. Huge sports. Yeah, it's a fucking jobber. It's fucking the fucking taco guy from the.
Yeah.
Drew Brees is playing tomorrow. Yes, Drew Brees will be playing tomorrow. I'm happy for the Buffalo Bills, though they're in the playoffs. For the first time in
25 years.
Yep, they won the division. That's not the case in Brian Kelly. He didn't know how to win big games. I think a lot of it had to do with the recruits. They don't have the talent that Alabama.
Yeah, Clemson's got like 2 first-round draft picks on that offensive line, maybe even 3, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just the quarterback, dude. Trevor Lawrence is a top prospect. Our quarterback's going to end up working at Home Depot pretty soon.
Shout out to him working at Home Shout out.
I didn't see that Notre Dame stupid kid stormed the field again. Nope, not this time. That was bad. Yeah, that was bad. How they fucking stormed the field. Hey, what up, London? How you doing tonight, sir? How you doing?
What's up, London? How you doing?
Yeah, terrible performance by by Notre Dame. But yeah,
as a Notre Dame fan, you would want more, right? You would want more fight.
Yeah, it's the same thing every year, man. They make the damn playoffs and they lose. This is the second time it happens. It happened like 2017 or 2018. Same thing with Clemson when they had Deshaun Watson. We always lose. Seriously, man, I'm tired of it. But it seems like that as long as Brian Kelly's there, that seems to be the thing that they're gonna make it and then they're gonna lose.
Right. Well, what would be a world without Brian Kelly, though? I mean,
that would even be worse. They would probably win like 8 or 9 games, and then we get like a shitty ass bowl. I mean, that's what we were with Charlie Weiss. That's what we were.
Oh, yeah, do you remember those years with Charlie
we were
Weiss?
Like a little bit above average.
Right.
Yeah. So
there's a lot of hype with that Charlie Weiss dude with Belichick and shit.
Yeah, but he ended up sucking. He had his defenses were trash in the fourth quarter. So we would always lose in the fourth quarter, and that's what we would probably be if Brian Kelly leaves. We're gonna go back to not even sniffing the playoffs. We're probably gonna win like 8-9 games and get a shitty ass bowl game. At least what Brian Kelly keeps us relevant at least. But I don't because of the competition we got to deal with Ohio State and Clemson and Alabama. We're not gonna be able to. I don't think we're gonna be able to beat those schools.
They have a strong monopoly in the NCAA, the SEC. Because of years of being dominant. It goes back many, many years, bro. The stadiums, the culture, it's the money, it goes back a long time.
Dude,
right.
I wouldn't be so so it's gonna be Clemson, Alabama, and Ohio State. I think I wouldn't be surprised if they choose either Florida or Texas A&M to be the 4th team, just because they're from the SEC. Just because of that, I wouldn't be surprised.
It might be freaking Florida, dude, because of the way everyone saw them tonight on TV.
Yeah, they played really good. 51-46 was the final score. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if they just say they did lose to LSU though. But I don't know. But yeah, I think it's either going to be Texas A&M or Florida, the 4th seed in the playoffs. We'll see what happens. They'll probably announce it tomorrow.
Stay cool says get the chocolate out.
Yeah, get the fucking chocolate, exactly. Get the chocolate nice. Oh, I'm actually having sushi tonight, so that's
hell yeah.
We're having sushi tonight. Wisconsin Badgers kept that axe. Minnesota fans are silent. Yeah, at least you guys won. But yeah, man, what a shit show, man.
Real quickly, back right here to this NFL tee. So we did that pick'em right, and now the this dude's gonna be playing football for the Saints. I went with the Saints in that pick'em, but I'm actually gonna be going with the Chiefs tomorrow. See, because of Drew Brees, because he's back in the lineup. I think they're gonna fuck him, dude. I think he's gonna be I don't think this is a good move to play him. I think it was a big mistake to activate him. They should have kept playing with Taysom Hill because this guy had 11 broken ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Now,
not going to end well for the Saints tomorrow. And then Michael Thomas is also gone. So
yeah, he's out for the season. Now, do you think it's possible that it could be fake and it was just to give him rest? And
I mean,
because you look at
such strong words.
The hit wasn't even that bad. Like if you go back and watch, it wasn't even that bad. If he ends up playing good tomorrow and nothing happens to him, it was fake. They
okay, yeah, okay, I can see that. Tomorrow's going to be a big test, all right?
If he gets hurt or he looks like shit, it was true. But if he goes out and throws 4 touchdowns, 200 yards, it was fake. That was just bullshit to give him
that's kind of why I'm going with the Chiefs now because I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's going to come out, he's going to struggle. And I was looking at a lot of numbers at Breeze. So this right here on the screen, right? He's number 27th in football at throwing passes down the field this year and last year.
He become a big number.
Right, and then he's going to face the dude that's number 2 in the NFL at throwing the ball down the field. So, okay, no more. I'm off the freaking Saints. No, I'm not going to back them anymore. I'm going to go with the Chiefs tomorrow because of that move that they did. And also this dude's out, man.
Michael Thomas.
All right. Just wanted to mention that shit about tomorrow's football games. But yeah.
Alvin Kamara tomorrow. 65% of the offense might be featuring Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, no, I think the Chiefs are going to win tomorrow, dude.
I remember when they played early on in the year when they played the Packers and they didn't have Michael Thomas. It was fucking Alvin Kamara was like literally the only one doing shit. So
Blaze Radio says that the doctors and the team will buy a Big Brook. I mean, you never know because we've seen Bill Belichick kind of like fake injuries like that, and
Blaze,
maybe something crazy, but I think he's hurt.
It's possible, Blaze. You gotta be a little bit more less naive.
You gotta question.
Yeah, you can't be that
about the Steve Porto. He doesn't take things for granted. He likes to
question. Blaze, you can't be that naive, buddy. And that's not only with sports. That's with life. I read an article today about China, and they're manipulating the weather over there, and so. I mean, I'm just going to keep it at that as far as the virus goes. If they're manipulating the weather, they probably did. I'm not going to say much, but buddy, you have to be a little bit more, like less naive. Like be a little, or otherwise people are going to take advantage of you, and they're going to, But anyways, let's move on.
Smart, dude. I agree, bro.
You can't be that naive about anything. You have to. It's better to think the worst than to think everybody's nice. Otherwise, that's how they ended up fucking you up, man. You gotta, like Stone Cold Steve Austin would say, don't trust anybody. Yeah, like I'm sorry, but that's how I.
Talking about Stone Cold, I watched a clip with Mike Tyson recently, him in the ring. That was pretty good. I missed that Attitude Era shit. It was like, bro, it was so good.
Yeah, they actually they had a meeting this week with the USA Network, and supposedly they want adult content on Monday Night Raw. I don't know how the hell that shit's gonna work because they're fucking PG. But supposedly one of the USA Network directors or producers told Vince McMahon that he wants more of a adult type content. So
we'll gotta be another promotion, bro, because that promotion's really invested in a whole different, they're doing a whole different thing, bro. Whole different thing.
They had like a terrible rating on Monday for Monday Night Raw. So
hell yeah,
I don't know what the hell it's doing, man. It's a shit show. I don't think they can even go TV 14 anymore because of all the sponsors and all the fucking shareholders. I don't think.
Good thing for YouTube. We can go back and relive that attitude. That was fucking awesome. So yeah, bro. Mac Jones, super lucky to have that running back, bro. Holy shit, dude. That guy freaking was a monster today, man. I was flipping back and forth. Every time I flipped the fucking Alabama game, this guy was fucking running down the field, dude.
Yeah, he's that's how Alabama's always been. They fucking those damn running backs. How many? Remember Mark Ingram,
Henry,
TJ Yeldon. Remember even fat ass Eddie Lacy. That's what they do. They fucking he ran for Najee Harris. He ran for 178 yards. Jesus Christ. The team, the team,
Mr. Steve Sports Show, you're getting called out in the chat, man. Yeah, someone wants to cut a promo.
You and me, Blaze McCoy. Tomorrow we will settle this. Blaze McCoy, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. All right, that's what he said here. Nice having an entire professional organization lie about his injury is just crazy, bro. Falsifying legal. Oh my God, Blaze McCoy. Even the commissioner, they're not. Blaze, it's like strategy. Like they can do that shit, man. They can do it, and like the commission even understands. It's a strategy, man. You can fake all that shit, man. Okay, you know who Nick Wright is? The guy from Fox Sports, the guy that comes on with what's the show called?
Bro, I kind of look like Nick Wright a little bit. Holy shit.
No, but you know what that motherfucker said once on TV?
What do you say?
That the Lakers should tell everybody that LeBron is getting off-season knee surgery, so then they can load manage him. And I would tell him, no, he literally said that on national TV. He's like, if I was Rob Pelinka and the Lakers and LeBron James and all those guys, I would fucking say, you know what? LeBron James is having a problem with his knee. They're gonna clean it out. It's nothing too serious, but he will miss the first 2 months of the season. He literally said that fucking shit on TV. So I'm like,
he is a sportscaster, but maybe like around Bill Belichick, right? We've seen Bill Belichick do crazy shit in the past, like film, practices. He's done all kinds of crazy stuff. So,
and how many times was Tom Brady?
Maybe faking an injury is possible, but in terms of this Drew Brees injury, we're gonna find out tomorrow, bro. If it's the real thing or if it's just a bunch of fluff, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm leaning towards the route of it might be the real thing because they're rushing this dude back after that loss. I think if they would have not lost to Philly last week, they might have kept him on that.
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying. That if they would have won, they would have kept. Yeah, exactly.
But if he comes back tomorrow and he's throwing 300-yard games, 25-yard passes down the field, then I'm gonna agree with you, bro. That's what more the Chiefs. The Chiefs have to come out and they have to fucking hit him.
Exactly, blitz them and shit. But let's see. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens tomorrow. But remember, Tom Brady, every week he was on the injury report with a sore shoulder. Like every week he was questionable with a sore shoulder. He never had that sore shoulder, but it was just fucking strategy. It was mind games with the opponents.
Yeah, that Bill Belichick dude's something else, bro. He doesn't play by the fucking rules, that guy.
No.
Going back to the fucking Bama game, bro. Look at this fucking guy with this ability. This guy's gonna be a number one. The Heisman. The people are talking about the Heisman now for this guy. What do you think about that?
No, yeah, man. I don't know about that, but yeah, I mean, he played really good tonight. Like I said, 178 yards. The team had 187. He had 178 of them. Like he was a monster. But this game, like, was this the SEC championship game or the fucking Big 12 championship game? Jesus Christ. 52-46. Mac Jones threw for 418. Kyler Trash threw for 4. So the quarterbacks combined for almost 1,000 yards. Like, what the fuck was this? Like, what? I never seen this. Like, I couldn't believe it. 52-46 for the SEC. That was. If I'm Alabama, I'm worried about my defense, dude. Give up 46 points, fucking over 400 yards. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried if I'm Nick Saban.
I'm very worried if I'm Alabama going forward because Clemson is on the radar, and that Clemson team plays way more sound football.
Exactly.
They protect that freaking ball, and they use ball possession. The classic. It's almost like watching an NFL ball club in college. So when it comes, I think Alabama. I don't think they're gonna win the national title. I don't know who's gonna win it this year, but I wouldn't go with Alabama. Not just because of the game that we watch right now, but I think they have a lot of weaknesses going toward back into the season, and they might not take it off. They might not take the trophy this year, dude. It might be Clemson. Might be Clemson.
I mean, this was a terrible. This was a terrible performance for Alabama, like for both teams defensively. But Alabama, I'm really shocked. Like, I understand a lot of people think Tyler Trask is a top 5 quarterback, but Jesus Christ, 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, just too much. And then look, they barely ran the football too, only 54 times. Only 54 yards. Like, think about it. That Najee Harris had 100 and fucking 78 yards, by himself. And Florida, as a team, only had 54 yards. Jesus Christ.
But Stay Cool likes Clemson to win it all again.
Yeah.
I don't know who's going to win it, dude, but Alabama, I wouldn't go with them. them.
We got to see who's going to be the
Brown's going to go with them.
It's going to be Ohio State, Alabama, Clemson. But who's going to be the fourth seed? Texas A&M, Florida. We got to see who that fourth seed is.
Yeah, see the fourth seed.
It should be good, man. It should be good. Should be good, man. But yeah, I was very surprised. Both teams, but especially Alabama, with how many yards through the air and how many points they give up tonight. Because
so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, bro. If Clemson were to play their next opponent, right, and they would also dismantle them how they did Notre Dame, would you give Notre Dame a little bit more props? Because maybe Clemson's just that badass team that no one's going to fucking stop them.
Yeah, I mean, if they destroy, I don't think so. But if they destroy either Ohio State or Alabama, or wherever the fourth seed is, yeah, they're just superior to everybody else. But I don't see it happening, man. We'll see what happens.
They got the quarterback and they have the coach, dude, and they have elite offensive line on Clemson, dude. Like, they protect that kid. And they open up those fucking massive holes for that fucking running back, dude.
Yeah, no.
Even Trevor Lawrence ran the ball today. That's how massive the freaking. I just mean was pretty funny, dude.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence had 90 yards running. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he had some really good runs, dude. He, open field, like juking dudes, but because the holes were freaking massive on the offensive line, dude.
Yeah, they were just fucking.
Hey, Packers Nation is in here. What's up, dude? He says that there's no team that's beating Clemson. All right, there you go.
I mean, look at this shit right here. This is when you dominate a game, right? So Notre Dame only ran 44 yards, and these motherfuckers ran for 219. Your quarterback, who's not really a rushing quarterback, ran for 90. That's when you know it's bad. Like, and then TJ,
great number, dude.
124. Yeah, they pushed them around, man. They won the battle of the line of scrimmage. Like, they bully them. They bully them, man.
And there's that open field run by Trevor Lawrence too. He had a pretty good run right there. Juked a couple dudes. So the Heisman, this guy, has he got that thing locked up?
He's gonna get it. Yeah, I think he probably will after this performance. I mean, 322 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then he ran for 90 yards in another rushing touchdown. Yeah, he might have clinched it tonight. I don't know how did because Justin Fields didn't do that good for Ohio State. Let me see. He had only 114 yards and 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, he's gonna win it. Oh yeah, he completely performed Justin Fields tonight. Trevor Lawrence. He might have clinched it.
Midwest has got a good point, dude. With this kind of power that he has right now, Trevor Lawrence, you think he has enough power to say, Jets, I'm not going to play with you? And then will the NFL accommodate him? Or will the NFL be like, nah, dude, you're going to play for the Jets? Because it would be great for business if they put him on another team, dude. Right? Because why would you have like this awesome college dude come in to like the worst franchise in football, dude? They're gonna kill him. They're not gonna know what to do with him.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. And then what do? You send him to Jacksonville for Justin Fields or what?
I don't know, dude. I mean, if I was the NFL and if I was like an owner there, I would be like, I would sit down with the rest of the league, like, dude, the Jets, you can't get this guy, bro, because you don't know what to do with him. Like, how many quarterbacks have the Jets made great?
That's what that's what could have happened with Zion Williamson, the Knicks, because they were scared they were going to fuck him up, and that's why they sent him to the Pelicans instead. With David Griffin, who knows how to who's a good executive, and then the coaches they just hired Stan Van Gundy, so you got 2 good basketball minds over there with the coach Stan Van Gundy and David Griffin. Where in New York it's a shit show. So I mean, it's possible, but do you find a way to send him to New England with Bill Belichick? Imagine. But I don't know how the hell you do that.
Somehow he's gonna find his way to like a San Francisco 49ers, like a fucking New England Patriot, like a franchise that's like has a lot of scouts and a lot of like history of like lineage of this dude retires, but he showed the ropes to this guy. You know what I mean? Like, Walsh went to like, you know what I mean? The owner, it's just he's got to go to an NFL franchise that is gonna know what to do with this kid, dude. That's my point. I mean, the Jets, dude.
And the thing is, like, I mean, if they want to keep him, they gotta like fucking who the hell? Like, I mean, who the hell could they hire that could like? I don't know.
Maybe you could do your thing about hiring Eric Bieniemy.
Eric B. Now, I think Eric Bieniemy. I mean, he might. He's got a nice options. He can go to the Chargers with Justin Herbert, Houston with Watson, or this guy with Lawrence. I think out of the three, I think the best option is the Chargers because I think they're the most team that would be ready to win. I think Houston and obviously the Jets have a long ways to go. But yeah, that's the number one guy, probably Eric Bieniemy. Eric
Bieniemy and this guy together, they should go start somewhere together because maybe Bieniemy can come into the Jets and clean freaking house and do something there. Because I like that. I like your pick about Eric Bieniemy. I think that could be a good fit for this dude.
I
don't know what to do with him.
I think that's going to be the number one. I mean, he's going to have those three options probably, and he'll make a decision which one he wants between Watson, Herbert, and Lawrence. All three fucking franchises should be interested. If they're not fucking interested, if the Jets don't even fucking interview this guy, they are morons. But I don't know who the hell.
That's what I'm afraid of, bro. They are morons, so they might just be like, Adam Gase is coming.
Like, you better not hire Dean as a fucking coach. Like, I swear to you. If they fucking, like, I know you like Robert Saleh, but if the fucking Jets hire Robert Saleh, oh my God. No.
They need an offensive dude. If they're going to get this kid, they need an offensive dude.
Yeah, like, I understand if the Chargers get a defensive-minded coach. I even understand if the Texans get a defensive-minded coach. But the Jets, with this rookie coming in, they have better get an offensive-minded coach. If they get fucking Robert Saleh or fucking somebody else, there's forget about it.
Packers Nation says that Rodgers for MVP. Yeah, I mean, he's leading the league in terms of touchdown and interceptions, right?
Dude, I think he's like at 41 now, right? Like, last time I checked, it was like 39-4 interceptions, touchdown. Let me see.
I'm not sure, bro. I know he's thrown 4 picks, but he's got a lot of touchdowns.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, shit. I hear how this shit doesn't even know how to work. All right. So I believe he is at.
Wow. Analyst for ESPN. Wow. Okay.
He's at 44, like 40 touchdowns, 0. So yeah.
Yeah, he got fucked up, man.
40 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Yeah, he's gonna win it. He's gonna win the MVP.
Yeah. Midwest make a good point. He says that Justin Fields got a little bit hurt in this game for Ohio State. Kind of like he kind of took a step a little bit down in terms of the college stock, right? Because Northwestern was beating them like 10 to like 6.
I think they had 7. A coronavirus outbreak. They were missing 21 players. That's the problem, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I believe that was
the running back still fucking tore it up, dude.
Yeah, they played good, and I mean, I told my father if they had their other players, they probably would have won this game by like fucking 45, 10 or something. But yeah, they stuck around because they were missing about 21 players with the virus.
And then at halftime, Ohio State fans, they were going crazy because their team was only up by 4. I mean, losing by 4. And they're like talking all this shit and all. It's pretty funny. But then when the game ended, they're all fucking happy and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and then those were interesting games in the morning. The Iowa State game, that was interesting for a little bit too. And then obviously Oklahoma ended up winning. But yeah, they ended up I mean, these teams are really good. I mean, outside of Clemson, Notre Dame, all these, the Big Ten was pretty interesting. The Big 12, even the SEC at night with Alabama. Outside of the what do you call it? The Notre Dame Clemson one, they were all pretty interesting. Good day of college football.
Yeah, no, it was, dude. Even my father, I got him to watch a little bit of college football, and he's an NFL mark. He loves the NFL, yeah. And I'm like, let's watch this Alabama Florida game, and he's like, okay. And then he got into a little bit. I was like, all right.
Yeah. My father.
It was a great game. Yeah, it was a great game. Alabama, Florida. A lot of drama, especially at the end, dude.
Yeah, no, it was a good game, man. Stephen A. Smith was saying it was going to be fucking 51-21, and then Tim Tebow told him no, it's going to be close, and he was making fun of him. So Tim Tebow actually got it right. But yeah. It was
talking about games that you kind of thought they were going to go a certain way, but they didn't. What'd you think about Green Bay and the Panthers? I don't know if you watched that one, right?
yeah. I
But
mean, I think Green Bay just took the foot off the gas pedal, and
yeah,
they
took off
got
the foot of the gas pedal.
yeah
But they got injuries though. Like
yeah.
I'm not a fan of that playing that kind of football in the NFL because I think when you do that, it's like you get hurt because they two linebackers got messed up on the Packers.
My father was watching the game, I think, like on a laptop or some shit, and he kept asking me, "Wow, they just take Rodgers out? Like it's fucking." It was like 21-0 or some shit, and he's like, and I'm like, they can't keep him out because they got to make sure they win because if the Saints win tomorrow and they ended up losing, obviously they were not going to lose, but yeah, my father was like scared for Rodgers to get hurt in this game.
Yeah, exactly. Rodgers and Josh Allen in the previous game. Like, why would you keep playing these dudes late in the fourth quarter when you're playing a Panthers team that's 4-9?
Yeah,
I guess for seeding purposes.
I think the Packers just took the foot off the gas pedal, and I mean,
they did take it off the gas pedal.
Like they did the opposite of Buffalo. Buffalo kept their fucking gas pedal the whole time.
But they got no injuries. Well, Josh Allen got a little bit banged up because they should have taken him out. But it's just super tough to it's easy to play like quarterback after the fact, but when you're in the game, you know what I mean. It's tough to do that. If you're the coach, it's easy for us to say this and that.
They're not going to take them on unless there's like 7 minutes left and they're up by like 20. They're just not going to take them out, man. It's because if you take them out in the third quarter and they come back, you could lose your job as a coach. So it's almost like the coach understands that he's got to like protect them. But the coach, it's a better look for him if the guy gets up getting injured than if he takes them out and then they lose because of that. So, yeah, it's one of those things where unless you're like it's the fourth quarter, like 7 minutes left and you're up by 20, you usually don't take those starters out.
Okay. And then the other thing I wanted to mention is like Green Bay in terms of a team that is like, how do you see them going forward?
I kept telling you they're like the Oklahoma Sooners of NFL. Like I want to see how they play versus Tennessee because that's their problem. They play these match teams and they get destroyed. They lost to Indianapolis, so that's what I want to see. I want to see how they look versus Tennessee. If they look over versus Tennessee and they win, then okay, then maybe the Super Bowl. But if they once again get smashed by Derrick Henry in the run. Then, yeah, that's my problem with Green Bay since Matt LaFleur got to Green Bay. That they're a good air attack and shit, but when they got to stop the run, they always struggle. So I want to see how they play versus Tennessee.
I think this game should have been a statement game for the Packers. They should have came out like Buffalo Bills in their early game and blow them the freak out, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Because the last thing you want, if we can sense it, if we can sense that you're a little bit weak. The Saints can sense it. The Seattle can sense it. You know what I mean? So when they play them, they're not gonna have that fear. Like one thing I remember about when I used to play baseball is like I remember our coach used to tell us like never stop fucking playing. Always if it's the fucking seventh inning, try to fucking hit the long ball, try to fuck them up because when you play a team, you want them to even before they even take the fucking field, you want their team to have like that fear, like oh shit, they got that guy who's gonna pitch today. Oh fuck, they have this guy who's going to hit against us. You know what I mean? So you want to have the opposing team already like in a hole before the game even starts, right? So Buffalo did a great job of that because now when the team plays the fucking Bills, they're going to be like, ah shit, it's fucking Josh Allen. Ah shit, it's Stephon Diggs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I could be overthinking it though.
I mean, no, especially in baseball because you play those series, so you don't want to give them momentum for the next one. So yeah. But any sport, I think you should play until the fucking clock's at 0-0-0, man. You just got to keep playing. And never took like Green Bay, man. They got themselves in a complicated game. They shouldn't have if they would have kept their foot on the gas pedal. I remember I remember when he tore his ACL versus Philadelphia. After the game, they asked him why they didn't just take him out. It was like 15-point game with like 5 minutes left, because I didn't want to give him momentum for game 2. So yeah, I mean that's the thing that you gotta pray nobody gets hurt, but yeah, you gotta play until the clock's at 0.
London's got a question for you. He says, "What's your top 4 to make the playoffs?"
Yeah, obviously Clemson and Alabama and Ohio State, and then probably I would give it to Texas A&M. Give it to Florida. Like, let me see what are the rankings exactly as of today. But I think the next team up after Notre Dame would have what the fuck. I think the next team would have been Florida State. Excuse me, Texas A&M rankings. Let me see here. So it should be Texas A&M. Iowa State is not going to get in. They lost. It's going to be either Florida or Texas A&M. One of those is going to get in. Obviously, Alabama, Clemson.
It's probably going to go with Florida, dude, because like you said at the top of the show, they're going to go with the SEC love. I mean, it'd be cool if they mix it up with Texas A&M, but then what kind of a showing would they have in, you know what I mean? I don't know if they would have a good showing. I think Florida would have a stronger showing in terms of like entertainment, making the football game, more.
This is what I'm going to say though. They played, and Texas A&M won when they played. Texas A&M, so they could just give it to Texas A&M because they beat Florida. You know what I mean?
Right. That's controversial, dude. I didn't know that.
38 Texas A&M, and when they played, Texas A&M was 21, and Florida was 4, and they upset.
Yeah, see, I don't know much about NCAA. Like London knows. He's with you. He says Texas A&M. So you guys know much more about it.
Yeah, because
I'm just going because of what I saw today.
I think that's the fair thing. They played each other, and Texas A&M won. So I think they should give it. I think it should be Texas A&M. But I'm not being a homer because I'm from Texas, but I just think, like I said, you have two teams who are going to pick Florida or Texas A&M. You pick the one. Texas A&M beat Florida, so it's common sense. I would go Texas A&M, but we'll see what happens.
Okay, got you. All right, bro. So it was like a super, super short show. I know you have your thing that you like to do, and you got your dinner coming up. Anything you want to mention before we get out of here? We pretty much covered all the topics.
Yeah, guys. Good day of football today, and I'll probably do a recap on one of the games. I think it's probably gonna be the Florida. I don't know, either Notre Dame, Clemson, or Florida, Alabama. We'll see what happens. I'll do that later on tonight. I might do it right now. We'll see. And are we gonna do another one tomorrow or no?
Yeah, tomorrow. Might do it on my channel if anyone wants to go on there. We'll probably do like the Sunday sports recap and check out the picks and all that stuff.
Now,
bro.
What I was gonna ask you is, are we gonna do an NBA one or no?
NBA preview. Well, the season starts on the 22nd, right?
Tuesday, so it would have to be Monday then, or Tuesday around 5:00 before the game starts.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do it like Tuesday before the season starts, like a little preview. Like what we think about the playoffs and all that shit. I mean, it's gonna be tough because this year in the NBA, it's gonna be interesting, right? The Eastern Conference for me is a little bit tough this year. There's a lot of good teams in there, right? We'll see. We'll get into the basketball.
All right, so guys, either Monday or Tuesday, NBA preview, and then we'll be back tomorrow for more football talk. And then I think when's the pay-per-view for the WWE? If it's tomorrow, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do the replay on my channel too for TLC. I'm not sure when the hell
tables, ladders, and chairs. All right, cool, man. It's probably tomorrow. It's a Sunday. Okay.
So I'll do it. So tomorrow we'll be on his channel for the Sports Report NFL, and then I'll do a recap of probably the Saints Chiefs game, and then after that I'll do a live stream of a watch party for TLC. I'll do the replay though. But so that's the plan for tomorrow then. So we have 2 streams and 1 video tomorrow. So tomorrow's a good day. And I know a lot of you are on vacation. So stop by that WWE pay-per-view watch party late tomorrow night.
Awesome, dude. Well, I hope you enjoy your sushi, bro. I hope you you do damage tonight. And thanks everyone for logging on here and talking with us and everything. Hope everyone has a good evening. Blaze Radio, Cody, London, Midwest. Thanks everyone for hopping on here. Hope you guys have a great evening, great day of football tomorrow.